Simon Calder is a travel broadcaster and commentator.
I think this is a fantastic bit of news, and it is simply going to open up China to the British in a way that it's never been possible to access before, and also worth mentioning the Canadian market as well. Really important, the number of outbound tourists from there. And I think it's going to manifest its benefits in several ways. First of all, you're actually going to see quite a lot of younger independent travellers who at the moment are deterred by the visa rules from going to China and exploring, and they've tended to be elsewhere in Asia, Thailand, Vietnam and so on, because the rules have been easier there. So I think they will go in. That will bring immediate benefits. They'll also tend to be the kinds of tourists who are closer to the community. Longer term, of course, the more that people get to understand China, the more that great reports will come back, and hopefully the more people will go to their emotional enrichment as well as the economic benefits.
And it's not just tourism visitors, is it? It's actually business travel as well. This should open up things for them.
It's a really important move, which I think will greatly enhance trade on both sides, because at the moment, yes, if you until this rule took effect, you were having to really do quite a lot of work, and you might be thinking, actually, I'll look at different markets and different business partners. But if you can now just get on an aircraft, touch down in Shanghai or Guangzhou or Beijing, wherever, and immediately get to work with your Chinese partners, that's vastly going to improve the situation for business travellers.
So we're probably going to see an uptick there, travel between China, UK, Canada also. One place where travel does seem to be declining is the United States, partly due to the political climate. How damaging could that be for their travel industry?
Well, we are already seeing the effects in terms of the visitor numbers. Just a snapshot last August, for instance, the absolute peak month for travel. For every 12 visitors who were there in the US from abroad in 2024, there were only 11 last year. And travel industry sources are telling me that that process is actually accelerating. Clearly, with the Football World Cup happening in June and July this year, normally the US would be expecting a huge surge in visitor numbers. In fact, the latest figures I have suggest that fares to the US are actually declining because demand is so soft.
Well, I wanted to ask you about the World Cup. As you say, you'd normally expect that to be a boost, but actually some people suggesting they will travel to neighbouring countries and just travel in to see the matches. It might not be as big as a boost as had been expected.
Well, certainly the American domestic travel market is so vast and rich and important and busy that there will probably be plenty of business for hoteliers, for the domestic airlines and so on. But yes, in terms of bringing people in and the, of course, valuable cash that they bring with them, yeah, we are seeing a potential downturn, although ultimately, talking to fans, for instance, of England and Scotland, they say that nothing is going to stop them following their team, hopefully all the way to the final.